Why are some people irresistibly drawn to the most dangerous men in history? Just recently, Wade Wilson, a man convicted of brutally murdering 2 women in Florida, was sentenced to death. You'd think that someone responsible for such heinous acts would be universally condemned, but instead, he's received nearly 4,000 messages from admirers, many of them women, since his conviction. These messages include love letters, photos, and even pleas to the judge asking for leniency in his sentencing. From love letters to marriage proposals, the fascination with violent criminals is a phenomenon that has intrigued psychologists, criminologists, and the public for decades. But what lies beneath this dark allure? Today, we're counting down the top 5 most intriguing aspects of this dark fascination. From psychological conditions to the influence of media, let's explore the unsettling world of hybristophilia. Hybristophilia, often called the Bonnie and Clyde syndrome, is a psychological phenomenon where individuals are attracted to those who have committed violent crimes. This rare and complex condition is characterized by intense fascination and, in some cases, romantic attachment to dangerous men. It's a type of paraphilia where the thrill, danger, and notoriety of the criminal act enhance the appeal of the person who committed it. But what exactly drives this dark attraction? What compels people to reach out to, fall in love with, or even marry some of the most feared criminals in history? The psychological thrill of danger. Hybristophilia often involves an attraction to the excitement and adrenaline that comes with associating with a dangerous individual. For some, the very idea of being close to someone capable of violence provides a rush that's hard to resist. This thrill-seeking aspect taps into deep-seated desires for risk and excitement, making the relationship seem more intense and exhilarating. Ted Bundy is a prime example of how the thrill of danger can attract admirers. Despite being a confessed murderer, Bundy received an outpouring of love letters and even marriage proposals during his trial. His calm demeanor and the thrill of associating with someone so dangerous added to his dark allure, especially among young women who were captivated by the risk involved. The role of media glorification movies, TV shows, and documentaries often depict criminals like Ted Bundy and Charles Manson as charismatic, almost heroic figures. Netflix shows like You, Dexter have perpetuated this, even being normalized in memes. This media portrayal can create a dangerous allure, making these men seem more attractive and less monstrous. The line between fiction and reality blurs, feeding into the fascination with these killers. The portrayal of Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, in the media played a significant role in his allure. TV shows and documentaries often depicted him as a charismatic, almost rock star-like figure despite his horrific crimes. This glamorization made him appear more attractive, blurring the lines between his monstrous actions and a fictional anti-hero. The illusion of understanding and redemption. Many who are drawn to criminals believe they see a side of these men that others don't, a side that's misunderstood or redeemable. They feel a deep connection, thinking that through love they can change or save the criminal. This illusion is powerful and often drives these individuals to maintain relationships with dangerous men, despite the obvious risks. Paula Williamson's marriage to Charles Bronson, one of Britain's most notorious prisoners, exemplifies the illusion of understanding and redemption. Despite his violent past and reputation as Britain's most dangerous prisoner, Williamson believed she saw a side of Bronson that others didn't. She was convinced that Bronson was misunderstood and that her love could help redeem him. This deep emotional connection and the belief that she could save him from his fate drove her to marry Bronson in 2017, despite his long history of violence and the clear risks involved. This example highlights how powerful and blinding the illusion of understanding and redemption can be in relationships with dangerous individuals. The power of charismatic manipulation. Many serial killers are known for their charm and ability to manipulate others. This charisma not only helped them lure their victims, but also attracted admirers who were captivated by their magnetic personalities. These criminals often use their charm to maintain control over their admirers, even from behind bars. Charles Manson's ability to manipulate and control his followers, particularly the women in his family, is a notorious example of charismatic manipulation. Manson used his charm and psychological tactics to attract and control young women, convincing them to commit brutal murders on his behalf. His charisma and manipulative skills created an intense loyalty among his followers, even from behind bars. The impact of loneliness and emotional void. For some, forming a connection with a dangerous man can be a way to fill an emotional gap. These individuals may feel overlooked or unworthy in their daily lives, and the attention they receive from an infamous criminal can be deeply validating, giving them a sense of purpose and belonging. Women who reached out to Jeffrey Dahmer often expressed feelings of loneliness and isolation. For some, forming a connection with Dahmer provided them with a sense of purpose and belonging. Despite knowing about his horrific crimes, these individuals found comfort in the attention they received from him, filling an emotional void in their lives. So there you have it, my top 5 aspects of hybristophilia, each shedding light on the complex and often unsettling psychology behind this dark allure. From the adrenaline-fueled thrill of danger to the media's role in glorifying these criminals, it's clear that hybristophilia is more than just a morbid curiosity. It's a deeply ingrained psychological phenomenon that can have profound implications for those involved. I wonder why the horrifying details of the perpetrator's crimes didn't deter people from being attracted to and even marrying some of the most feared people in history. This disturbing aspect of hybristophilia highlights the complexity of the psychological needs driving these individuals. But as we've seen, these relationships are often built on illusions, whether it's the belief that one can save a criminal or the false sense of control that comes from interacting with them from a distance. The reality, however, is much darker and more complex. As we continue to explore these themes in our series, it's important to ask ourselves, why are we drawn to such darkness? And what does that say about human nature? If this exploration of hybristophilia has intrigued you, I encourage you to delve deeper with us as we continue to uncover the psychological and societal factors behind this phenomenon. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe. If you found this story as compelling as we did, please take a moment to like this video and share it with others who might be interested. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you never miss a twist in the tale.